Good evening and welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. I'm your guide, Desi Lou, and tonight we talk about the Cipher of Obedience. This is a viewer topic. Somebody hopped in my inbox and they said, "How come you never talk about the Bible on your podcast?" And I'm like, I'm not really a Bible talker, but I'll take it and we'll take from it the lessons that we can pull from it and apply to our everyday life. So that's what we're doing today. And we're talking and we're taking the lessons from Deuteronomy 28. That is a chapter in the Bible, if you do not know. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and I do want to let you guys know that you can follow the Immersive Experience on Instagram at the underscore Immersive Experience. Also on YouTube at the Immersive Experience, a podcast. Do not forget a podcast. And also right here on Facebook as well. All right. You, China, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm China, and you can follow me on Instagram as Victoria China, as well as Facebook as Victoria China. I have an up and running business for t-shirts, Me My Five Designs, as well as a wine company, Valet Sensual. So you can go find me there as well. And I'm back.
Hey, Miss
Mm,
Accountability.
you know, I'm just on Facebook, JRail. I'm here on the podcast every time they got an opening. I'm saying they got a show. Here to spread some knowledge and learn some knowledge as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mental.
Oh, just you can get me at Overstanding Darkness on Facebook, Spirituality and Natural Living, Facebook. Just talk about the occult, hidden
Okay.
science. That's all.
And he also has a podcast called Overstanding Darkness. What's called Car Talk,
Yeah,
I do believe, right? And you can
car
catch
talk.
him on the
Yeah,
page
still
Overstanding
overstanding darkness, but
Darkness.
car talk. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I take it, did all of you read the chapter I want to ask?
Let me go first.
Y'all read the chapter?
'Cause
Oh,
as y'all know,
Mr. Accountability, ready?
look, hey, as y'all know, I'm not well versed on the Bible. I'm not well versed on a lot of stuff religion wise, but I I did read a whole lot.
Okay.
Now I'm not gonna lie. Like the first thing I read, it kind of threw me for a loop because I thought like I know that there are different Bibles, right? So
Mhm.
I looked up some stuff or whatnot. I was going through reading them. Um, it's a lot of harsh stuff. I put like some a lot of harsh words in what I read, but I mean that's life. But yeah, I definitely I took the time out to really actually study some stuff, so I feel like I'll be prepared for tonight.
What did you think about the harsh words? What was your impression when you were reading it?
Honestly speaking,
Honestly.
okay. So honestly speaking, I feel like people shouldn't make God to be this just also nice, perfect person. From
Mm,
what I it's just from what I interpreted from it,
okay.
because it was like I said, there was some harsh things that was said that was like, damn. But
But were those harsh things said without warning? What is the saying that warning comes before destruction, correct?
oh yeah, 100%.
Yes.
It was definitely warnings. Everything had a,
Oh,
a a
okay.
warning and then a action afterwards.
That's good. But how can that apply to you yourself? How does it apply? How does seeing what you read apply to your life today? That's what I want to talk about.
For
Good
me,
question.
the easiest example I can give that I know can relate to a lot of people, relationships. When
Hmm.
it comes to things you see in, let's say, red flags, right? When it comes to things you see or whatnot, red flags wise, you have to have enough discipline to know that this person is not showing me that they're for me. So why stay? They've already shown me that they will disrespect me more than once, right? So if I'm gonna keep staying with them, I'm gonna allow them to disrespect me. At that point, I have no discipline within myself to walk away. I'm already seeing that this person doesn't care. This person is showing me, hey, Jarrell, I'm gonna show you that I'm not for you. I'm gonna show you that I will disrespect you in public. I will say things that'll get to you. I will get under your skin. I'm gonna show you all these things.
Yeah.
So it's like
Um,
that right there to me was my warning. And if I decide to stay, that's on me.
Okay.
always on. Pant said, "Where did you read harsh words?" And read harsh words about God. He was saying that the curses were harsh that he had read. So, China, what did you glean from reading this? How does it apply to your life? How does it apply to you today?
Um, the book of Deuteronomy is a book of obedience. The
Mm-hmm.
chapter 28 stems from the curses of disobedience. When you
Right.
disobey God, or disobey whatever the commandments are, whatever that's set forth for you to, listen to, if you're not receiving what he is saying, then the curses that's that you say that's harsh is basically the consequences for you not paying attention, for you not listening, for you being disobedient. And that's basically what I take from that chapter 28 is I kind of compare it to the 10 Commandments. And the 10 Commandments is thou shalt not kill, steal, destroy, so forth and so forth. And that's how you live. I live my daily life is, you know, you have to take what God's word is and apply it to your daily life as far as what you do every day, how you treat people, what you eat, what you consume, things of that nature. And that's how this chapter, this chapter in particular, uh, this is how I view that chapter.
Okay. All right. Mental, how did this apply to you? What kind of lessons did you take from it? How does it apply to you today?
I would say, unlike most of the panel here, I look at it as a metaphor of self,
Mm-hmm.
whereas the God in you is telling you, hey, uh, Miss Desi, I need you to learn about yourself so you can get better. If you don't learn about yourself to get better, these things are going to happen to you because you ain't learning about what I need you to learn about. That's when the Bible, when it says be about your father's business, that should be your spiritual business is your father's business. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're not doing the things that you are spiritually led to do,
Yeah.
these calamities will happen to you.
Okay.
Okay. And it to me, it doesn't have anything to do with being obedience to anything outside of yourself. It has to be obedience to yourself and the truth.
Right.
So if
Whatever
you're
your truth
lying to
is,
yourself, oh, go ahead.
I'm saying right. And however you classify the truth. This one thing that people
However
gotta
you classify it.
understand, that I can't tell you what truth is. I can only tell you what I know to be true. I mean, like when me and you was talking about what faith was. I have the evidence. Everybody else don't got the evidence,
Right.
but I know what it is.
Right.
So and that's how knowledge works. Yeah, I got the knowledge. You might not understand the knowledge I'm coming with, or how I'm stepping or putting it down, but I know what I'm talking about. You just not keeping up with me. So,
Right.
and that's how it goes sometimes. And so for me, it's just about taking it and applying it in a way that makes sense to you. When you go to places and you look at things and people say to you like, "Hey, take what resonate, leave what don't," and that's it. And all I want to do is show you that it doesn't matter what you're reading, what you're looking at. I could learn this information from the Metunetter. I could learn this information from the Bible. If you don't have to put the pretext on it of what you think, what you know it to be about, or how they introduce it to you. If knowledge is freely given and it is where it is, then you just pick it up where you pick it up at.
Well, the spirit of truth, if I could add on to that, is in each of us. And it's the same spirit of truth. It ain't no one different from mine to yours. It's equally shared with all of us. If we actually go to ourselves, meditate on what we want to know, the truth is in us. It'll come to you.
Mhm.
Right.
So, I mean, it isn't a lot of hard work, but the problem is when we see the truth or when we feel the truth and we know it's truth, sometimes it disagrees with what we want the truth to be. And the truth doesn't get with anyone. We get with the truth.
Gotta do their shadow work. That's why you gotta go and talk to yourself. You gotta go and get in tune with yourself. Because then that's why when you reading things, you'll understand how they relate to you in other ways. And you're not only looking at it from your standpoint, your perspective, you're not only looking at it from your experiences. I'm able to delve into it in a multiplicity of ways, not just one. But
Right.
and then always on pants said, but that could go both ways. If you know what you're talking about and another person feels like he knows what he is talking about, then who is right and who is wrong?
There
Why is
isn't
it
no
about
right
who
or
is right
wrong.
and who is wrong?
There
It's
isn't
it's
no right
about
or
the
wrong.
knowledge that you're learning. If you're just sitting here listening, I'm listening. The only way to receive or obtain knowledge is to listen. So if you're sitting here ready to prepare yourself to argue with me, then you never gonna hear what I'm saying because you already
Right.
trying to disagree with me in the first place.
Right.
Right.
And mental to add on what you guys said, I agree, 100%. Um, you explained it a little bit better than I did, or I could have in a sense. I put it in terms of relation to a lot of people and myself. Like you said, everything is there's an old chapter. Everything is still self. Even when I broke down relationship, if I see that a person is not for me, I'm learning that I'm learning more about myself because at the end of the day, I'm still seeing what this person is showing me. Nah, this ain't for me. I know what I do and don't want for myself. I know this isn't for me. So like I say, I agree with you. You pointed out things that me and China both said. You just said it a different way.
Well, the good thing about self is when you learn, a lot of people think, oh, I learned what's for me. But a good thing is learning what it ain't for you. So you
Right.
Well,
know
no,
to move
no,
away from it. No,
yeah,
no, no.
no.
I'm not.
That
I'm
go
saying
that
I'm
goes hand in
agreeing
hand.
with you.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that's a good thing when you know, hey, now I know when I see this type of personality, this type of person, it disagrees with me. I don't care what
Right.
nobody thinks. My mama think anybody. It disagrees with me, and I gotta take the appropriate steps to move away from it. I'm with you.
100%.
I am with you when you're right.
100%.
Uh, always on pants, always on pants said right or wrong when it comes to the truth. I like I said, like you have your right. When we read two, we can read the same thing and have different
Different
interpretations.
perspectives.
So
Yeah.
exactly. So I understand your perspective, but if I'm listening to your perspective, I can still pick up what's true and what's not. What's gonna resonate with me always gonna resonate with me. If my spirit is a seeker of the truth, I'm always know. Oh, okay, that yeah. I mean, you're not lying. I mean, I probably don't like the way you went about it, but I mean, yeah. I mean,
Truth
you're
is
not
the
lying.
truth,
So
right?
like but yeah, so exactly it disagrees with your piece. Yes. So you do have to understand the things that are for you. And
Yeah.
this is why even reading that text, I also was thinking about how this is about the law of cause and effect as well. Because for a lot of things, when we're thinking about how we go about doing things, how do your choices affect the your daily decisions? How are you going against your goal or are you going in tandem with your goal? So how do your choices affect your well-being, Mr. Accountability?
they. It's the reason my name is accountability. Your choices are everything in life, in my opinion, because
I agree.
whatever you choose to do or don't do, you got to live with that. And in most cases, before you make a decision, you kind of have a gist of what may or may not happen, what could or could not happen. You kind of have a gist of it. Like if I know if I go out here tomorrow and kill somebody, it's a strong possibility I'm going to jail. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I may get away, I may not, but it's a strong possibility I'm probably going to jail for a long time. So your choices to me are one of the biggest things in your life, and they are one of to me the things that you do have control over when it comes to you making that choice. Some choices are stripped from us, some, but most choices are not. Most choices are just flat out just you. And like Mental always said, your subconscious, and most of the time, well, actually all the time, plays the biggest role in your choices, plays the biggest part in your choices. Because
Yes,
if
I
you
agree.
can't, if you can't be at least, if you can't at least be true to yourself, it's tough to just say, hey, I feel like I made the right decision. You
It's
got to be true to
impossible.
yourself.
If you can't be true to yourself, it's impossible to make the right decision. Because where's the truth coming from? You
Yeah.
know the truth and you're rejecting it. The inner
All
truth
facts.
has nothing to do with anyone else. How can you come into right decision when you're dealing with kids, dealing with relationships, dealing with coworkers? Everything is going to be tainted by that selfishness, that low thinking, that low consciousness. My bad,
Yeah.
I ain't mean to interrupt. Go ahead,
No, you good.
Mr.
No, no,
Accountability.
I was just gonna end it by saying that that's why being accountable is one of the greatest things that you can do, because your choices are you made those choices. That's just what it is. You got to deal, like you said, there's cause and effect.
Yeah, I agree. You got to remember that the choices that you make do come with consequences. China, how do your choices affect your well-being?
Just depends on what choice I make. Whether it's good or not. It could go good, the choice I make. I mean, the choices I make, you can't make rash decisions at the end of the day. You have to kind of just sit in it. Sometimes you have to think about the choices you make before you make them. Sometimes you have to pray about it. You have to dwell whether it's a good choice or if it isn't. And it could affect you in many different ways. So just
So
depends on what it is.
I do have a quick question, if you don't mind, Des.
Yeah, go ahead.
China, you said you can't make rash decisions, or you got to think about your choices. What happens when times? What happens in times where you really don't have that much time to think? You got
That's
to just
trust.
react.
That's trusting your gut. If that's different compared to like, okay, you mean as far as making like an emergency call?
Yeah, like there's something that's like on the fly.
If it's something on the fly, that's just something that trusting yourself. But if it's something I can think about before I actually do it, then I'm going to think about it. I'm going to process it.
But
I'm
wouldn't you
going to
trust
sleep on it.
yourself either way?
Yeah, I'm gonna trust myself either way, but there's nothing wrong with thinking about something before you do it.
Just gaining more information, looking up, getting more, doing more research on the topic.
Because sometimes being in silence will tell you everything you need to know. Just being sitting still will give you the
Most times.
answers.
Yeah, I agree with
So
that. I agree.
that's
Mental, how do your choices affect your well-being?
Well, once again, I think it's not about the choice, it's about all choices. And our all choices, what are we basing the choice off of? Are we basing in the choice of how we feel about the world or how the world feels about us?
Well, I'm just
So
asking how does your choices affect your
I,
well-being?
exactly. So if our choices we make are, let's say, up and down, one time I'm choosing right, then I'm choosing wrong, only because I'm going off what feels good, looks good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. But if
Mhm.
I'm going off the inner me and the choices are always made by my spirit, the highest part of me, then my choices represent my consciousness, who I am, what I am, everywhere I go. So
Are
there
your
is no
choices
choice that has not already, like Miss China said, already been thought of. There's nothing that I can see that really surprises me on a choice that I would have to make.
Some
okay?
some choices though, well, like you said, look good, smells good, sounds good, tastes good. Some
Hmm.
choices do relate to that, like food. A lot of people buy food because it smells good. They buy a certain food because it
Absolutely.
smells good. You know,
Absolutely.
they eat a certain food because it smells good.
Absolutely.
They love the smell of their significant other. They love it, like whatever cologne. Like, so some choices are based on um uh look good, smell good, taste good, sound good.
Devil's
Uh,
advocate. Just because it looks good, tastes good, smells good, sounds good, feels good, doesn't
Doesn't
mean you
mean
should
it's right
indulge
for
in it.
us.
No, I'm just
I
Doesn't
saying
mean
so.
it's right.
listen.
Doesn't mean you should. Just because bacon tastes good, don't
Don't
mean
mean
I
it's
can
good
go
for
eat a
us.
whole pack of bacon.
Heart
No,
It just
I'm
attack
tastes
waiting to
good.
happen.
no. All I'm saying is some choices do become based off of look good, smell good, sound good, taste good.
Absolutely not.
And it doesn't mean
Absolutely
that
not.
it's right.
the
It
liquor
doesn't mean
you
that you
Absolutely
choose
made
not.
to
the right
drink is
choice.
based off of what?
You said what?
It, it's
The
good.
liquor you choose to drink is based off of what?
I don't drink,
Tastes
so
good. Feels good.
It tastes good to you. So some
And
choices
make
is
you
made
feel
out of those things, out of the things that we like. Is that what you saying, Jarrell?
yeah. Like some choices, you okay? Let's say, like I said, I like honey buns. So I'm gonna buy honey buns. I'm gonna make a choice to go to the store and buy some
Uh-huh.
honey buns because I like them.
but
Like
that don't
some
mean
choices.
that
Now,
honey
you
buns is
can buy
good for
honey
you.
buns
No,
for the buck 99, or you
I'm not
can
saying
get
it's good for
real
you.
honey buns where you got to pay some money for them, but they're better for you.
I'm not
Once
saying
again, the decision to buy honey buns is one thing. How you buy the honey buns, how it's going to affect your body, how it's going to affect your mental state, things of that nature. This is what most people don't take into mind when we talk about what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. It should never be the reason you do anything. The only reason, let me say that.
uh,
Never. Because
uh,
you're going off
True.
emotions. Everything should be a part of what you know that it's going to help you be the best you. So if you know honey buns ain't gonna help you to be the best you, but you still like honey buns, you know something? I'm gonna eat my honey buns, but I'm only gonna eat them once a month, and I'm gonna get the finest doggone honey buns there could be, made of the best goddamn material that it could be made of. Cause so it's good for me, and I'm gonna eat my honey buns. Besides you going to the corner store getting them horrible honey buns, even though they taste good, it's killing you on the inside. So the conscious decision is what I'm talking about. So
And that
instead of
play
going by
into
just because you like it, you got to go, no, I got to apply this by all my inner laws. Is it good for me? Is it going to be good for my mind? Is it going to help me do this? Is it going to, whatever we do, everything gets applied equally across. Is this car
true.
good for me? Is it too flashy? Am I going to get pulled over by police because I'm stunting? You know what I'm saying? Clothes. Everything goes by the same degree.
like I
It's
say,
And
all
that's
about
how
I
you
don't.
become more safe. To me,
No. Like I said, I don't disagree. All I'm saying is some choices people base them off of look good, smell good, taste good, sound good. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that some choices people do base it off of those things.
That's true.
right.
no,
Because
I agree with that. I just said they shouldn't. That's all I said.
right. And I
They shouldn't.
and that's the thing. And this the thing because warning come before destruction. You say you want a nice body, you want your lean mass to be. You understand you like honey buns, but if you keep eating those honey buns, you ain't gonna have the body that you say you want to have. So now you getting fatter, and now you gotta walk yourself back from 300 pounds instead of 280 back down to 150 because you decided to keep eating these honey buns. Like these the
Mm.
consequences that we come into. Always on Pan said, I feel like if you train yourself to make the right choices and hold yourself to those high standards, you will trust your decisions and can make the correct choices in an in an on the spot situation. They also said if you have high blood pressure and eat a bunch of pork, you know what it's going to do to you. Just because it tastes good, looks good, doesn't mean you should eat it.
Hey,
Jazz
True.
said peace.
And I
Eh?
think
I
I
agree
think
with
the
y'all.
name is always on point, not pent.
Oh, I don't know what. Tell me, because I don't know what the fuck it is. Because baby, I'm gonna get it wrong if I don't do nothing
I
else.
think it's always
And I'm
on
gonna
point.
get
I'm
it
not
wrong
sure.
boldly. Fuck is you talking about boldly? Fuck, cause I'm gonna get it wrong boldly. Should have corrected me five messages ago, girl. The fuck.
So,
It
but
is
Hello,
that's what
always
I'm
on
Jen.
point.
talking about. We fail to integrate everything into every decision. We make thousands of decisions a day. Thousands. Getting up, putting on clothes, brushing your teeth. Some of the stuff is automatic. It's repetitive. It's in that trance state. We do it automatically, but we're making decisions nonetheless.
Right.
But if
Thousands.
Always on
So if
point.
all those decisions should always be in line with the whole you, not just the hungry you, not just the one want to drink you, not just the one that just want to party, the
The
whole
whole
you and
you,
what's
the whole
best for
version of
all
yourself.
of you.
but if
Yes.
Why they experienced what they experienced in Deuteronomy 28 is because they stopped thinking about what the whole them encompassed. That's why they
Exactly.
ended up getting the curses that they ended up getting. I don't think it
Exactly.
was too harsh. I think that's what happened to us. We cut ourselves off at the leg. You know, if you don't give your wife enough attention, she gonna go sleep with somebody else.
but
And vice versa.
if we've been 100% real
Say it
though,
again, Miss China, please. One time
And
for the line.
He
and
said
vice
and vice
versa.
Thank
versa.
you.
if
And
we've
I
been
don't
Because
disagree, but I'm saying
women initiate 85% of divorces. I'm just gonna leave it there. Women.
I do understand that. I
if
know that. They
if
finding themselves, they having them Ayana moments. What you
Because
saying,
men ain't
Jarrell?
trying to get no divorce. We too expensive.
No, my love. Men can put up with your emotions. We'll try to make you happy, but once you violate us, it's over. Even if I sleep with you every night, don't get it twisted. Over
Ah, ah.
until it's over. Oh, even though I'm with you, oh, I already done checked out. Don't get that twisted.
So mentally, you somewhere
Yes,
else.
I'm
Physically,
already somewhere else.
you're
I'm
here.
thinking of how am I going to get away, get my money, get my bread together, get me another place, get everything so I can be back right.
Right.
Mm.
Absolutely.
But I think women do that too now.
We
The
do.
difference with men is men only do that in response to a woman doing something that they like. Really? Women will do that because they just unhappy. Man ain't
No,
done nothing to them.
no, no, no. It,
I'm
it's
just
it's
saying.
it's just if she's unhappy, it's a reason why she's unhappy.
Absolutely. The question is it divorceable? You can get a divorce for anything because
True.
let's just say the man ain't giving her enough sex. Let's just say something simple. Not that he ain't giving her good sex, he just ain't giving her enough that she won't. And she
Oh,
want a divorce.
Yeah.
because she ain't getting enough penis.
There's women out there. I'll divorce a nigga for that. What you talking about?
Uh-uh. See what I'm saying?
Go get the
So
but
fuck.
you're
but
divorcing a good guy, a guy that loves you, takes care. His only issue, listen how petty these y'all women sometimes sound. A good guy, he has one issue. And
Oh,
He
instead
don't
of you
want to fix
addressing,
it.
hold on, instead of you addressing that issue, well, maybe there's some things I can do something. We can talk
well,
it
how
through.
do you
Boom,
know
boom,
that
boom.
the issue hasn't been addressed?
Well, it depends on is it a mutual addressing? Are we both involved? Because
I
when
mean,
women
look,
address
I
something,
have done
men
this. I
men haven't addressed it. You've addressed it,
I
but you
Interesting.
know
don't even give us time.
I have
Mr.
been through
Accountability.
this. I've been through
I'm
this
gonna say
situation. What you finna say, Jay? Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I have a cousin, real good dude, real devoted guy or whatnot. He's devoted to his family and all that good stuff, right? He went through medical school. His girl was there all through medical school, right? Whole time she was there, every step of the way. He became a doctor for peds, right? His time was taken up at the hospital a lot because he was always on call
Uh-huh.
because that's how it is for them. She
Right.
knew this
Mhm.
whole process going into it. She knew the whole process. Day one, she told him, I want more time. That's tough because of the career field he was in.
That's
He
her
gave
fault.
he gave her as much time as he could, but he was in a career field that was more demanding of his time than a lot of other career fields are. She messed around on him. They got a divorce. And she told the judge she was unhappy because he was never at home. He was
That's her
always
fault.
he was
She
But
always
that
on
caused
call.
No,
it.
that
He
no,
was
happens
she
always
has a
both
reason
ways.
to say
no,
That
that. The
no,
happens
no,
both
problem is,
no, no.
ways.
But
like
the crazy,
like
no,
Mr.
no. But the
Accountability
crazy,
said, she knew
Hold
that
on.
going
He's
in.
still saying something. What
the
you
cra-
saying,
the
Jay?
crazy, the crazy part is she still got half of everything, even though she did him wrong.
No, I don't agree. She
No, she
knew
did.
already. She came in the gate knowing already. You knew this was
Means
what you was
nothing.
getting with this man. Yes, that
Not to
means
the
everything.
judge.
Yeah.
Not to,
Oh, to the
in a
judge.
lot of
But
cases to
I'm
the judge, it
saying
don't mean
for
nothing.
Don't mean
from a
nothing.
standpoint of who I am, that mean everything. If I could see you in the low and I know I can't deal with it, I'm not finna stay in the first place.
Yeah,
But think of
true.
the scars that this man has now occurred, the trauma that he has been through. Being a nice guy, doing it. He will never treat women the same way again. Never.
That's
Because of what happened to him.
so
And he
that's
may
just
never get
like
over it.
that just means that
And that's the
he's never
consequence
gonna
of him
heal.
not being vigilant.
That's
He hurt
that
her
just
the
means he's
first
not gonna
time.
heal because if that's the case, then you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
say that's the same thing as a scorned or a bitter woman that you men say, oh, women, we're bitter, we're scorned, we bring baggage and all this yada yada yada.
But I
We
can't.
have to do the healing first before you can move and jump into something else.
I'm
Nice
not
guys
even thinking.
finished last
And that's
all
on
the
Well,
both
time.
that's on
I'm
both
All
not
the
thinking
time.
that.
ends.
I'm
Good
thinking this.
fathers are the most hated people on the earth, hated by family because all they do is the right thing. No one wants to be around. Hey, when you got a good dad, a good man, hey, child, stop playing with that. Get over here. Sit down. Hey, babe, what you wearing? Put your breasts up. You ain't going out there like that. Hey, boom. We always got to make sure that shit is right. The environment is right. And it makes us out to be scoundrels just doing our
And you know
job.
what's funny? You know what's funny? Y'all say how this good dude, right? I was in the military, and I've seen so much scandalous ass shit.
I was in the military. No good dudes are in the military. We all cheated. Say it again. I'm with you. Say no more. I'm going to different places. I'm not with. If my girl is back in Rochester and I'm down here in California, in Texas, come on. But I was more honest to be like, look, we can be together if you want to call it that. But I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to do me. There's no way I'm about to go off to the
So
military. Ain't no telling when I'm coming back.
therefore, you shouldn't marry if you're gonna do
Oh, I didn't
you.
get married.
That's what
No,
I'm talking about. The ones that's married, the ones
they
that
knew
goes
no
on these
better.
long term
China, they didn't know no better. They didn't
deployments.
know. They
They
didn't
knew that.
know. They
They
didn't know
knew
the
that.
temptations. You know the temptations of the military, China. Don't act like that. If you was in the military, you know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, because
Difficult, if not
I
impossible,
was
to be
married. I was married majority of
in the
my
military.
time in the military, and I never cheated.
Did you
The
get married in the military or were you married
Yes,
before?
I got married in the military.
And there's the issue.
What issue?
You were already indoctrinated to the military process, but your husband wasn't.
Yes, he was. He's military.
No, no, no. He's military, but we weren't military minded when it came like that. Mm-mm. If I'm away from you for more than 60 days, ain't no telling what can, because
So
women used to
how
throw
is that
themselves at each other, at
different
men.
from a woman being at home taking care of the kids while this man is supposed to be downrange on deployment for almost a whole year, cheating and getting it and bopping and thotting it on?
But
How
this
is
So
my
that the
hold on,
thing.
hold
same?
on. Think of it like this. I'm out here about to die at any moment. Just think of it differently. I know what you're thinking and you're correct. You're right in your thinking, but think of
You
it this
should
way.
die with your
I'm
picture
out
to
here about to
yourself.
die any moment in this war, doing this, doing that. I may never see you again. This may be the last fun I have forever, for
No, the
all I
last
know.
fun you
Listen,
had should have been your penis
China, you
and
gotta
me together.
you gotta take the emotion out of it. You gotta take the emotion out of it. I'm with you. I'm telling you,
You
you're
gotta
right.
take the look
I'm
good, feel
telling
good,
you, you're
smell good
right.
up
But
out of it.
when it's happening, China, and you out there and shit is going on, that's a whole different story than
It
talking about
is.
them. A whole different story. I haven't seen you in 6 months. Shit, I don't even know if I ever see you again. You know how the military be. Nothing
But
is
doesn't make it
guaranteed.
right.
I never said it was right. We were immature. I know I went in when I was 17. I got out when I was 23. Was I ever mature in the military? Shit.
Hell no.
Let's be real. So
No, you
anything
wasn't.
I did in the military was me doing me, even if I was a rogue, a cheat, a whole whatever. I didn't know no
But
better.
is
I had
that
to learn
what you
somewhere.
set out to be? Is that what you wanted to be? What was the ideal of yourself when you
I didn't
enrolled
have.
in the
I didn't actually have
He
one at
he didn't get
17.
married in the military, so he actually did the right thing. He can do what he want to do. But I'm talking about the ones that actually was married before, the ones that got married during
All
and
I'm saying
after.
is everybody knows that what their choices are that they're making. You know your choices.
Yes.
If it don't follow
I
the
agree.
person that you said you wanted to be, then this is your fault. That man who we can sit here and blame the woman for wanting to get a divorce and get it half, but she told him in the beginning, I need more time. She said that. Come on, bro. What we
In
sitting
the
here
beginning,
and yes, yes,
after they got married,
Latanya, we still talking about Deuteronomy 28. It's about how it relates to us. It's about the choices that the Israelites made not to obey their God, and that's why they ended up so fucked up and out of luck. So
not
and,
listening. Like
and now
China
all
said
we talking
earlier,
about
he was dealing with a dude and it wasn't for her. Her spirit, not the preacher, not her father, not her brother. Her spirit said to her, hey, China, we ain't good. We need to make some choices and some changes. She has one or two choices to make. Either I'm going to make some choices and changes or I'm going to keep the shit the way it is and deal with it.
Jazz said Russell Wilson is looked at as a clown because he chooses to do the
By
right thing.
who? By
By
Yeah,
A
who?
by
lot of
who?
people,
no,
I
no,
no, a
agree.
lot of people talk
by a
shit
lot of
about
people.
that nigga.
A lot of people talk shit about that man
And,
because
I
he
and,
does
think
the
and
right
he's
the
thing.
an
women that
amazing
talk
man. I think he's
and
an
the
amazing
women that
man.
talk most about him would be toxic women because that's a real man.
That is
He
a real
even
man.
adopted her daughter.
Yep.
Oh, he want
That's a
every
real man.
single part of her. Y'all don't be looking for people to
No, we're
encompass
all a
every single
family. I
piece
don't
of
I
want
you.
think
her to
we got
think
off
she ain't a
subject
part of the
though.
family that
I
we
think we
are.
need to
If
get
I'm
back on
married to her,
subject.
I don't think we did because we still talking about choices and how they affect you.
choices,
And
choices.
that's what Deuteronomy was talking
Well,
about. They
didn't she
chose to
leave
make a
some
choice.
rapper that
They
she
made
had the
a choice.
child by that was
Future.
cheating
Yeah.
on her and doing all that to get to him?
Yep.
And she
Future.
recognized what a real man was and was like, I don't care what none of y'all girls say, none of you single women say about a real man, because you ain't never met one. Otherwise,
Yep.
you'd be with him. Let's be real.
Let me find me a Wilson. Let me find me.
Yeah. Let you
I
let
want
you
I want the
find you a
restaurant
Wilson.
closed down for me too. Close the restaurant. Close the Waffle House down.
Why not just take me to the Waffle House sincerely with what I got? Show you a good time and
Technically,
good
I'm not. I don't even
conversation.
like the Waffle House.
That's
Just
I
close
I'm
it
just
might
down.
saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm just using your same thing. If a man is genuine, if he takes you to the park and you walk through the park and that's the date, that
that's
shit is
true.
more romantic than me to going to any restaurant to
That's
eat
true. That's true.
anything. But most women be like, this nigga cheap. He tried to take me on a date to the park. Right over their head. They don't even get the reason for the date.
I'm here.
You see what I'm saying? And then when I don't call them back, they wondering why. Oh, fuck him. He's this. He thinks he's better than me. This, that, that. No, we're not there, baby. Where you're at, I'm not there. And I'm not going to waste your time. And I definitely don't want you to waste mine.
Jazz said guys come back from sea duty and their woman is pregnant by an entire different
Uh-oh.
race.
Uh-oh.
That's tough.
Facts.
That's tough.
But listen,
It
but
happens on both ways. It
Both ways.
happens.
Man, I'm not saying it was just men, women too. And she knows what, and China knows what I'm talking about. It was
I think
almost
you gotta
impossible.
understand the people you getting into the relationship with. People be so quick to move so fast. We don't even take the time to get to know people no more.
That's
We just
But
be
it was
getting
the
into
environment. I gotta
um
blame that military environment. That shit was, whoo, get it while you can get it. It was quick. Shit
that's
was moving
terrible for
fast.
y'all. I'm sorry y'all made so many bad decisions because
Think
y'all was in
about it.
that type of environment.
No, we were on our own. China was by China. I was with me. You know what I'm saying, China? Ain't nobody there to be like, see what China really doing. China can say whatever the hell she want to say. China can be anyone she want to be when she go down to South Carolina.
Don't be
Anyone.
putting my business out here on
I'm
goddamn
sorry,
on
Miss China.
live.
I could be anyone I wanted to be when I went to a different military station. So everything was so different and dynamic, and it really pressed you to be what type of person are you gonna be?
Mm.
It
You
pressed you.
said it was a woman that complained about the cheesecake. I love the Cheesecake Factory.
It ain't about the Cheesecake Factory. It's the idea that a man can say, let's go here where we can talk. I like this place. It ain't that expensive. So what? When it becomes about money, that's when you get to these narcissists. You don't notice that most rich people are narcissists? You haven't gotten that? Most motherfuckers with money, gold, all these things in life have the worst view on life.
Yeah.
So
I
why are
want
we continually trying to get with the same thing that we know ain't good for it? It ain't got nothing to do. If a man is genuine and loves you, I don't give a damn if he rides a bike. He's better than no man at all. You
That's
doing
true.
100% of your bills without a man right now. You get a man, and all of a sudden you don't want to do nothing.
to. Ooh.
You were taking 100%, not you, but you take 100% of your bills right now, taking care of your kids. You get with a man, and all of a sudden you don't want to take care of nothing. The man got to do it. Mr. Accountability, am I right? You don't want to do nothing now,
100%.
You said he right about
and that
that. What
makes no
about the men
sense.
handicap when they get a
That's
nigga?
what
There
kind of
are
women
there
y'all
are
running into.
there
That's
there there
weird.
are some women
Thank
that
some.
that are even, some that are understanding, some that are relatable, some that are real. Not all. That's for damn sure.
But that goes both
Okay.
ways because we know some men that are about that life and some men that just ain't eat and some
You
men
know
that just
something?
ain't got together
Hold
and
on.
some men just
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
drop the
ain't
bomb on you
men.
right now, Miss China.
I'm
Women
I'm be 100%
have
real with you.
You
insight
drop the
and
bomb and I'm gonna
spiritual. Listen,
explode it.
you have spiritual ability to know. None of you women can tell me you didn't know that was a deadbeat chump when you met him, when you started dealing with him, till you left him. You can't say there wasn't signs everywhere. Men, we don't know. We don't look at hair, weave, nails. We don't look at it like y'all look at it. We see it, but that don't really mean nothing to us. I'm gonna be real. None of that stuff. Y'all do that for each other. Yes, we want you to look good, but the way y'all go about it, we really don't care. It has nothing to do with how we are gonna see you or love you or be with
That's
you.
true. That's
You
true.
see what I'm
Always on
saying?
point
I
said
agree with you
cooking and cleaning
100%.
ain't enough.
Cooking and cleaning ain't enough. That's
It's
that's
deeper
It's
than
not
that.
about the
it's
cooking and
not.
cleaning. If you're cooking and cleaning and complaining while you're doing it, I don't want you to cook and clean.
But
Think
that's what
about it.
I like to this what I be telling a lot of people because I feel like as we think on things and we this how we gotta see things because if I'm the person that I say I am and you say I'm finna go uh talk to a person and they say, hey, listen, I don't want a relationship right now. I'm not finna go in there thinking I'm finna change their mind about wanting a relationship. I'm just about to hurt my own feelings because they
That's
already
true.
said this is what I don't want. Anything that I'm doing for them gotta come from the bottom of my heart. I'm not gonna walk away
Right,
thinking like, oh man, I just
right.
wasted my time. No, that nigga just told me he didn't want a relationship in the first place. Why I'ma sit here? You did it out of the kindness of your heart. I'm not cooking you no food or bringing you medicines to be your to be your girlfriend in a
Oh,
relationship
girl,
with you.
say that.
Like
I'm gonna
I'm not
be
Say
doing that.
that.
I'm
Because if we just friends, expect only friend stuff. Period.
Well, that's where you draw the line. Even if you my friend though, China, you my friend. If you
You
tell
my
me
friend
you
too,
sick,
girl.
but I'm saying if you tell me you sick, I'll bring you soup. I'll come in. I'll come in. Like I don't
I've
have
been
no
sick
problem
for
with
a
that.
week. Where my soup at?
I
I'm
that's it's beyond the point. You sick and
Uh,
I'm not coming to see you. We went out already. What is you talking about?
I'm gonna be
I know. But what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is this. If me and Mental we dating or whatever, right? And you tell
mhm.
me, well, I only want to be friends. At this big age, I'ma do what friends do. Period.
As you should.
It ain't gonna be no other nothing than that. So you can't expect me to do a title when you already put the title as friendship.
I agree, but most women, if we okay, using your logic, using you what you just said, we start off as what?
Friends.
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 Friends, right?
We start off as getting to know each other.
So using that logic, getting so does that mean I gotta take you to a 5-star restaurant while I'm getting to know you? No,
Hell
not
no.
I know not you, China, but I'm just saying for the women out there. Or can I take you to a walk on the park to get to know you?
I prefer that anyway.
So what I'm saying is it's the gesture. If I personally, that's one of the best game plans that men have. If we take a woman on a cheap date and we really like the woman, we're only doing it to make sure, okay, are we just going to have sex with her or is she coming home with mama?
Mm. So it's
I'm
Think
a
about it. The more we like you, the more we want to see the real you. We already know the game. We know the first time we go out, second time we go out, I'm gonna get the fluff. I'm gonna get the best Deja that I got. That she knows she gonna be right. She gonna be proper. I know that. We want to get down to, are we compatible?
right.
Because I'm trying to make her my wife. That's the difference between a man that will just do, oh yeah, come on, I'll give you this, give you that, and he don't really care about you. He may pay for things for you, he may do things for you, pick you up and drop you off, but does he really care about you?
I'm gonna be 100%
Mm.
real with y'all. My grandmother told me two things growing up. One, women have it easier to pick the kind of man they date
Facts.
than a man has for a woman to pick the kind of woman he dates. And here's the reason why. If China, you walking down the street with Dez, right? And you see 10 men walking down the street. They all dressed. They all got on
Talk to
clothes,
him.
right? They all got on whatever. You know, based on how they dressed, how they walk, that nigga a thug. He about his
Right.
money. He broke. He this, he that. You know, based on how they dressed. But
And they walk.
for a man, it's completely different because a lot of these single women, they dress the same way these hoes do. Same exact way. Act the same way these hoes do. And the first thing they say is, oh, I'm single, I can do what I want. Oh, well, I ain't got no man. I ain't got cool, you do that. But I would never know you a good woman until I actually talk to you. But you innately can see 10 times out of 10, that thug ain't worth shit. But you talk to him any fucking way because you like how he dressed. You like the chain he got on. You like how you walk. You like how you talk. Cool, go ahead, do your thing. But then complain, oh well, these niggas ain't shit, or why it's so hard to find a good man. It's good men everywhere in this world. It's like it's good women. Y'all walk past him in the grocery store every day. You go to work and see him every day. You go pick a kid up from school and see him every day.
Every day.
You walk right past them niggas because you think, oh,
And
he a
wouldn't
lame.
talk to him. Wouldn't give him
That's
a
true.
minute of your time.
You think
That is true. That is true.
you
100%.
you think, oh, he a lame and this and that. Woo. I don't know how many women I've talked to that I told them I don't drink or smoke and I never have. Oh, you lame. You got it.
You
You're
got it.
100% right. You
You
got it.
right. You
So I
straight.
can't do nothing with you. And
But see,
then
that's your
when they
confidence in you, though.
and then when
So
they
you're
talk
not
to
gonna
me,
be swayed.
then when they talk to me, oh, you real cool. Nah, now I'm just trying to fuck. Because you already showed me you ain't work 2 day flies smash on a Wednesday. So
Thank you.
now
Two,
all I want
two
now is to ask you, can
categories.
we
But
get
why
the
would
fuck
you
on?
even want to fuck?
That's what men do.
If thank you. If I'm sexually
And
attracted to
that's
you,
why it's so many unwanted pregnancies around here.
Oh my God. Why do y'all
Because
go there? Who
no.
controls
I'm
the
why do y'all
pregnancy?
go there? Why do
Who
y'all go
Both
controls
of
there?
who has a
y'all.
no.
baby?
First off,
Y'all
I
do.
don't
We
know.
don't.
I don't
Both of
know.
y'all. It take your sperm.
I don't know what kind of man you
I
talk
can't
to,
abort it.
but
No.
I'm not just fucking anybody raw. You don't get to that stage until I actually fuck with you
Well,
on a different
you
level.
do know that condoms ain't 100%. You know,
And
it
and
do
at the end of
prevent,
the
but I'm
day,
just saying.
I control when I pull out. I know when I'm finna naturally come. I know this, so I control when I pull out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you get pregnant, that was my fault. You feel that kind
No,
of break. I'm
but go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
You feel that kind of break. So
But
if you
all
get
I'm
pregnant,
saying is,
I'm
if
pulling
you
out.
see her, if you know this girl is a hoe or whatever the case may
Mm-hmm.
be, and she's already showed you what she about, and you already
Mm-hmm.
know this ain't it. This she ain't it. But I know what I'm getting myself into, so I'm a mess with her anyway because I want to. And damn, little Susie pregnant. You
You're
put
right. No,
yourself
no.
in that situation instead
Yeah,
of just cutting little Susie
I
out.
made my own choice. No, what I'm saying is when that happened to me,
Choices.
no, when that happened to me, I told her all we can do is fuck around. That's it. That's all. Which I already knew.
Well,
She already knew she was gonna say, "Oh no, I'm good." I know what to say to make a motherfucker turn around.
but hold on, Mr.
You didn't
Accountability.
want to fuck with me
What
to begin with.
happens? What happens when they're not a hoe
What you mean?
and they want to mess with you and they want to be friends, like
No,
you
no, no, no,
said?
no, no, no,
But
no.
no, not you, not you. I'm talking about Miss Chat, and they want to be friends, and they don't mind having sex with you, and all of a sudden they get feelings for you,
Oh
and now they
shit.
want to get pregnant.
Oh,
We don't talk about
whoa.
that.
Whoa, you that way, hold on.
Because women
Hold
are
on.
in control of the whole conception game. They can have an abortion if they want to. They cannot have sex if they want to. Men, if you put 10 women in a bathroom saying in a whole bar full of men saying that we will have sex, there'll be a line out the goddamn door. You put 10 men in a bathroom and say, yes, we're open to have sex. Women would be like, bitches, you kidding me? Nobody wants you funky. That's the difference. We are predators. You are the prey. If you become a hoe or give sex up frequently, there will always be a man to fill that slot. Do you
That's
hear me?
true. That's true.
Always. And it may not be the same man, but it'll always be someone to fill that slot. That's our difference. That's why men and women can never be equal because our thought process is totally different. We're trying to get in. You only want those that love you in. We'll say anything, do anything to get in. Sometimes you get tricked. But before you get tricked, you wanted to be tricked. Why? Why do I say that? You like what he looked like. He fine. He got all the women around him. He got a car. He got gold. He got this. He got money. He got this. He chose me over all them bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
be
that's why
thinking y'all
I
want
don't care.
something.
That's why I
What?
don't care.
Did he cut out for y'all? Oh, he
Oh,
cut out.
But
He
but
went out.
that's what I'm saying. So as a man, being a nice guy my whole life, well, not my whole life. And in high school, I could have been a little bit of an asshole. But after that, I learned to try to be a nice guy and just watch how women treat people that are nice. Now, I was nice until you tried to run over me. Then I showed you, oh no, I am an excellent asshole. I just never showed you that part.
My
Don't get it
fault.
twisted. All men know how to be assholes if we got to be, but we never show these parts unless we're not even backed into the corner, unless it just comes out.
A
But
lot of
most of
men.
us never want to hurt a woman's feelings, even if we are right. Sometimes we'll let you go and be like, some China, you got it. You right.
oh,
You
that's
cheated on me, I cheated on you, but me cheating on you was way more hurting than I cheating on you. You got it. I'm just bringing up a certain. You got
and
it. You got
women
to let
can't
it go.
stand that. Women cannot stand that. Oh, you got it. We can't stand
You
it.
right. You got
Y'all
it.
The
don't
best I
know
can do
what
for
the
you.
hell y'all want. People give you what you want, then they don't give you what you're still mad about it. I don't listen.
I
I just
agree,
want to know.
Desiree. I agree.
I'm the farthest from agreeing on that because as most men know exactly what they want.
Exactly.
A lot
But
of women
then
don't.
when you
No,
Now,
give the
the
y'all
man
reason I
do
say that,
exactly
not.
what he
No,
wants,
Hold
I
on. Let him speak.
he's
agree.
still
Let him
reason
speak.
Y'all
looking.
out
reason I say
here.
that,
He's
reason I
still
say that,
looking for other shit.
no, the
You
reason,
can be
Let him
everything this
speak.
man want. He's still fucking
no.
looking.
And how do you know you're
At the
giving
end of
him
the day,
everything he wants? Because you think you are, or
no.
because you've communicated with him to know that you're giving him everything? Because
Communication is
obviously you
key to
ain't if he's
everything,
stepping out
right?
on you.
Look,
Communication is key to everything. And I feel like
Absolutely.
a man just will never be people. I'm not going to say man. Some people will just never be satisfied. They can say they want what they want
And
and
then you
expect
stay
different
away.
that
You
things.
stay away from them people, Miss China. You don't mess with them because they're gonna lead you to a place you don't want to be. But
That's
it's up to
true.
Miss China to recognize those people are like that.
100%.
that I
100% agree.
that I feel like is not true because two things. One, men have to be smarter with their feelings in general, and I say that because me personally, I won't spend a motherfucking dime on any woman I talk to until I know for a fact I want to fuck with you on a different level.
I
Until
won't say that.
you ain't getting
I'll take someone
no
out to eat. I don't care. It's
no
not.
no
It's not
no.
about the money. But
I'm
go
not
ahead. But go ahead.
I'm not taking you out to eat early because of this right here. We can go out to eat, and you may not fuck with me when we go out to eat. You may not like how I talk or what I say, this and that. Next thing you know, I don't hear from you no more, and I want to fuck with you, and I just spent my money. So now I'm pissed. 'Cause I spent my money.
Eh,
If you
Care.
price of love.
if we can't
What?
if we can't have a general conversation and just talk until we get to the point where we know this is what we want, I ain't spend no money. For
But
what?
isn't that the phone calls you make before you actually go out on a date? You talk to
Right.
them a little
Uh,
while and be like,
a
"Oh,
hundred
okay,
percent.
you
But
pretty cool."
100%. But you know what happens after like 2 days of talking? Oh, we should go out. What?
Yeah, you right.
We ain't even talked enough. I said, I don't even know you damn near.
Then
I
say
get that.
no.
Give me a
That
time.
No, I'm not
you
there
Give me
yet, love. My bad. I
give,
get what you next. Let's
yeah,
keep
yeah.
talking to make sure I want to make this investment. If you say that now, saying that automatically turns you off in certain spots to all the women that you're going to try to be with. I'm telling you right now, that's not, I wouldn't do that. But if that's how you feel,
Oh no. At the end
do
of the
it,
day, look,
do it
if
makes you strong.
at the end of the day, if I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. That's what it is. But most women say the same thing China just said right then and there. A lot of women say the same thing. And you know what happens? Cool. You go ahead, you date the nigga that's gonna spend his money and do this and do that and fuck around on you. Do what you gotta do. I promise you, I ain't gonna stop you.
It's not
Believe you
even
me.
about spending money
Mm-mm.
at that
And then
point.
here's another thing too. When it comes down to men know what they want, I know exactly what I want because I've dated.
you know what you want. You can't
I've had
speak
my phase on. I dated different kind of women here and there while the band, but now I know the only kind of women I would date.
right, but you
So
had
it's
to come
like
into that understanding. You didn't always know what you wanted. You've
most
Right.
been
men.
dating all these other type of women, but prior to, but now you know. I listen. I dated Deborah, and Deborah was a bitch from hell, and I don't want that no more. So, like, all I'm saying is, you still went through what you had to go through to understand. Like, oh my God, like I had to do all of this to understand. Like, this really what I want. I want a person who already gonna understand me, who gonna see me, who gonna acknowledge me, who gonna accept me with my football, who gonna do all this shit with me, who gonna understand that I don't want to go on a relation, I don't want to go on a date until I get to know you. That's the outcome you need them. That's the mindset you need them to come with. People be thinking I'm so harsh because I be saying I don't want to teach people. I don't want to teach you how to have compassion. I don't want to teach you how to teach other people or how to treat other people. I'm not trying to teach you that. If it's a skill or something in the sense of, oh, you need a little help in another little area, cool. But if I gotta teach you, don't yell at the waiters. I'm not here for that shit. That's
Yeah, we not doing that.
like
Bye.
Nah.
I'm not doing that. That's
Like a lot of people
embarrassing.
say,
That hurts.
You're
Don't
not
yell at the waiter.
embarrassing me. I'm
a lot,
sorry. I
a
don't
lot,
like being embarrassed. Bye.
a lot of
I'm
people say,
done.
communication in a relationship is the biggest thing. You can communicate all day long. That don't mean shit. If you didn't understand me and or comprehend what
yeah,
the fuck I was saying,
you
that
gotta pick.
communication don't mean nothing.
Ditto.
I
Facts.
I don't think you got to do a whole lot of talking. And that's what Deuteronomy
You don't.
28 basically talking about. If you want to compare it to yourself, ain't no whole bunch of talking. This the consequences if you don't do what you said you was going to do. Keep your
Period.
word. Follow in accordance with what you say your values is, because then you won't feel like you asked out at the end. You say you want a good man, then find a good man with good values who align with what you're looking for. You say you want a good job, then stop taking these poo butt ass jobs that's only willing to pay you $7 an hour. You say you want your business to flourish, then step your shit up and make your business flourish. That's what the fuck this is talking about. It's not about how you apply it. You apply it to your everyday life. How is
Life.
it affecting you? How you blessing and cursing yourself because you not following the shit that you need to follow or the shit that you said that you was gonna do. Y'all got any closing remarks or anything like that that y'all want to say to the people? Anything that y'all learned today?
Yeah. Choices. They're big. I mean, make your choices how you gonna make them. But at the end of the day, just remember you made that choice. Nobody else. Just your ass. You gotta deal with that shit. Don't think complain, oh well, this man this or this job this. Motherfucker, you made the choice. Stop blaming everybody else. That shit is stupid. Oh, well, this failed or
Exactly.
that this
I
relationship
agree.
failed or I failed this test or I didn't do this or I
But
didn't
they're
get
not
this
Mr.
raise.
Accountability though.
And look, at the end, look,
They're not.
like I say all the time, when people learn to stop calling excuses reasons, you will
Uh oh.
see a change in your life.
That's a
But in,
whole
Oh,
nother
but in,
topic.
hold on. Say
but
that
it,
That's a
again because
whole
I don't know
nother
if they heard.
topic over there.
I'm
Say that
look,
one more
if
time.
until people learn to stop calling excuses reasons, you ain't never gonna see a change in your life. No matter what you think you're doing, you still gonna be in the same fucking circle. You may think, oh, my life is getting better or it's getting better. Just know, whatever you didn't fix, whatever you made an excuse for, that shit gonna come back around at some point.
Yeah.
Every time. So keep on with them excuses and calling them reasons. Oh, well, the reason I did this, the reason I did that. Do your thing. I believe in you. I ain't gonna stop you.
Period.
Mm.
Okay. Anybody else? Any closing remarks?
I just wanted to say thank you guys for having me on. Thank you, Miss China. You was on our little podcast earlier. We was on there for a good 3 hours and you was hanging in there, girl. Thank
I
you
was.
for the love. Thank you. I'm just saying. Ms. Desi, thank you once again for having me on. Mr. Accountability, you always give a fresh perspective to things. I'm just appreciative to be able to talk to people of like minds so we can all build and make it better for all of us. Thank you.
All facts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, I would say, you know, whatever choice you make, whether right or wrong, sit in it and be okay with it. Don't beat yourself up for something that the choice that you made and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. Just be okay, make better decisions and choices the next time. And, life goes on. It's enough
Absolutely.
killing in the world, it's enough hate in the world. Love yourself, love everybody else.
I agree with that. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the immersive experience. Tonight we talked about the cipher of obedience. This was a viewer topic. They wanted us to talk from Deuteronomy 28. We applied how it applies to us, what we can learn from it now. We talked about how the choices we make can curse and or bless us if we follow in the things that's for us. We talked also about the law of cause and effects. Remember your agreements with yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you, and we hope to catch you Thursday.